Your sex drive didn't just fade, it was systematically dismantled by forces you couldn't see. But here's what no one tells you. It's completely reversible. Your libido at 40 is not supposed to disappear. Research analyzing over 67,000 adults found that men's sexual desire actually peaks in their early 40s, then gradually declines. If yours has vanished, something else is happening, and it's not just aging. The European Male Aging Study identified a critical threshold, 8 nmol total testosterone and 160 pmol free testosterone. Below this, for every 1 nmol drop, your odds of low sexual thoughts increase by 48%. But testosterone is only part of the story. Research shows that while reduced sexual desire is strongly linked to low testosterone, erectile dysfunction is influenced more by vascular health, metabolic disorders, and aging than by hormones alone. This explains the confusion. Some men feel desire but can't perform. Others can perform but have zero interest. Many experience both simultaneously. These factors create feedback loops: low testosterone, less sexual activity; lower testosterone, poor blood flow, erectile problems, performance anxiety, cortisol elevation; suppressed testosterone, worse blood flow. Research confirms that psychological stress contributes to ED through performance anxiety, cortisol suppression of testosterone, and blood vessel constriction. Daily stressors predict lower sexual satisfaction, with effects mediated by depression. Over the next 15-20 minutes, we'll break down the exact mechanisms destroying your libido and give you the evidence-based recovery protocol that works. 1. The testosterone threshold. Research on 788 men found that total testosterone significantly correlates with desire, erectile function, and sexual activity. But there's a threshold effect. The European Male Aging Study identified 8 nmol, 230 ngdl, total testosterone, and 160 pmol free testosterone as critical thresholds. Below these levels, libido crashes dramatically. Above them, more testosterone produces diminishing returns for libido. This is why men with normal testosterone, 350 ngdl, still have low libido. They're above the lab range, but below the functional threshold. What lowers testosterone after 40? Natural aging, 1-2% yearly decline. Chronic stress, cortisol hijacks testosterone precursors. Poor sleep. Testosterone production occurs during sleep. Obesity. Fat converts testosterone to estrogen. Metabolic dysfunction. Insulin resistance decreases production. Sedentary lifestyle. Endocrine disruptors. BPA, phthalates, microplastics. The solution isn't always TRT. For many men, addressing root causes restores natural production. 2. The nitric oxide connection. Research is clear. Nitric oxide is the primary biochemical mediating erectile function. It activates smooth muscle relaxation, increasing blood flow to the penis. Without adequate nitric oxide, erections are impossible, regardless of testosterone or desire. Studies show ED and heart disease share risk factors: hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol, smoking, and nitric oxide is affected by all. ED is often an early warning sign of cardiovascular disease appearing 3-5 years before heart events. What damages nitric oxide? The following elements damage the nitric oxide: aging, natural no decline, endothelial dysfunction from diabetes, hypertension, smoking, oxidative stress, chronic inflammation, sedentary lifestyle, poor diet, insufficient nitrates, and L-arginine. The solution: L-citrulline supplements converting to L-arginine improve erectile function, especially in mild ED. But cardiovascular exercise is critical. It directly improves endothelial function and no production. 3. The psychological trap. Research shows stress affects sexual function through both psychological and physiological mechanisms, creating self-perpetuating cycles. The performance anxiety cycle. 1. Experience erectile difficulty from low T, poor circulation, or stress. 2. Worry about future performance. 3. Anticipatory anxiety raises cortisol. 4. Cortisol suppresses testosterone and constricts blood vessels. 5. Next encounter worsens. 6. Anxiety intensifies. Avoidance begins. 7. Relationship stress elevates cortisol further. 8. Spiral continues. When anxious, your sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight, activates instead of parasympathetic, rest and digest, required for erection. You literally cannot get an erection when your body thinks you're under threat. Psychological factors. These are work stress and financial anxiety. Depression directly lowers libido. Anxiety disorders. Body image issues. Past trauma. Research shows cognitive behavioral therapy significantly improves sexual function in men with performance anxiety and stress-related ED. 4. The vascular health reality studies confirm ED prevalence increases among men with heart disease. Both conditions share the same underlying pathology, endothelial dysfunction. Penile blood vessels are smaller than coronary arteries, showing vascular damage earlier. ED can warn of cardiovascular events 3-5 years before they occur. Risk factors destroying sexual function. Hypertension damages blood vessel lining. High cholesterol. Atherosclerosis restricts penile arteries. Diabetes, 3x higher ED risk. Obesity, metabolic dysfunction and inflammation. Smoking damages endothelial cells and no production. Research shows men who exercise regularly, especially aerobic 4+ times weekly, have significantly better erectile function than sedentary men, independent of testosterone. 5. The relationship factor. Research confirms loss of emotional connection leads to low libido in both partners. After 40, many relationships deteriorate. Communication stops, resentment builds, intimacy disappears, routine takes over, sexual frequency drops. Studies show relationship conflicts and inadequate sexual stimulation contribute to ED that pills won't solve. Evaluating the couple's relationship is essential. Critical relationship factors: lack of novelty and predictability, poor communication about desires, unresolved conflicts, emotional disconnection, mismatched desire levels, inadequate foreplay. Research proves sex and couples therapy effectively address relationship-based sexual dysfunction. Open communication and addressing underlying issues often restore desire independent of hormones. 6. The Complete Recovery Protocol. Phase 1, Medical Assessment, Week 1-2. Comprehensive testing. Total and free testosterone, morning measurement. Estradiol, LH, FSH, thyroid panel, TSH, free T3, free T4. Metabolic panel, glucose, HbA1c, lipids, vitamin D, zinc, magnesium, cardiovascular assessment, BP, cholesterol. Phase 2, hormonal optimization, weeks 3-8. If below threshold, 8 nmol or 230 ngdl, natural optimization. Sleep, 7-8 hours consistently. Resistance training, 3-4x week. Compound movements, stress reduction, daily meditation, breath work, nutrition, adequate protein, healthy fats, micronutrients, supplements, zinc, 1530 man, magnesium, 300-450, vitamin D, 2000-4000 IU. Eliminate endocrine disruptors. These interventions can increase testosterone 20-30% in 8-12 weeks. If insufficient, consider TRT under medical supervision. Phase 3, vascular health, weeks 3 to 12, exercise, aerobic, 30-45 min, 4-5x week, HIIT, 2x week, resistance, 3-4x week, nutrition for no production, L-citrulline, 6-8G daily, dietary nitrates, beets, leafy greens, pomegranate, omega-3, 2,3-G, EPA, DHA daily, antioxidants, berries, dark chocolate, green tea, risk reduction, control, BP, 130/80, optimize cholesterol, LDL, 100, manage blood sugar, fasting, 100, eliminate smoking, limit alcohol, 1-2 drinks max. Phase 4, psychological intervention, daily mindfulness, 10-20 minutes, box breathing, 4-4-4-4, 5 minutes daily, cognitive restructuring for performance anxiety, sensate focus exercises, therapy if needed, CBT. Phase 5, relationship enhancement communication, daily dedicated talk time, 20-30 min, express appreciation daily, discuss desires openly, intimacy, non-sexual touch daily, weekly date nights, novel experiences together, scheduled intimacy, extended foreplay focus, consider couples therapy if issues persist. Phase 6, maintenance, month 4 plus. Track progress, sexual frequency, satisfaction, morning erections, retest hormones at 8-12 weeks, sustain exercise, nutrition, stress management, consider PDE5 inhibitors, Viagra, Cialis, if vascular component remains, TRT if levels remain below threshold despite optimization. The biggest mistake, the single biggest mistake, trying to fix just one thing. Taking testosterone while ignoring cardiovascular health, starting exercise but not addressing relationships, trying couples therapy but ignoring declining hormones. Research is clear. Sexual function is multifactorial, requiring adequate testosterone for desire, healthy blood flow for function, psychological well-being for confidence, and relationship connection for motivation. You cannot optimize one and ignore the others. The systems are interconnected. The second mistake, expecting instant results. Hormonal optimization takes 8 to 12 weeks. Vascular improvement takes 8 to 12 weeks. Psychological and relationship change takes sustained effort. But research shows men who commit to comprehensive intervention see significant improvements within 12 weeks and transformative results by 6 months. Your libido didn't disappear because you're just getting older. It disappeared from a combination of hormonal, vascular, psychological, and relationship factors, creating a downward spiral. But every single factor is modifiable. Research proves testosterone optimization restores desire. Cardiovascular improvement restores function. Psychological intervention reduces anxiety. Relationship work rebuilds connection. The question isn't whether recovery is possible. Research proves it is. The question is, are you willing to commit to the comprehensive protocol? Start this week. Schedule comprehensive testing. Begin daily cardiovascular exercise. Start stress management practice. Have an honest conversation with your partner. Your libido isn't gone. It's waiting to be reclaimed. The research supports you. Your biology wants you vital and sexual. Start today. If this video helped you understand why your libido disappeared and how to recover it, subscribe to Mangevity for more evidence-based men's health content. Comment: which factor resonated most? Hormonal, vascular, psychological, or relationship challenges? Share this with any man over 40 struggling with sexual health. This could transform his life. Remember, libido loss isn't inevitable. It's a signal. Research shows the path forward. Will you take it?